Hi everyone, I'm Sean, the head vet at tails.com, and I want to talk to you about how you can protect your dog's joints as they get older. The most important thing we can do, and my first tip, is to control our dog's weight, especially as they get older, because excess weight puts excess pressure on their joints, and if that joint is inflamed, it's going to be in more pain if it's carrying extra load. So really important to control our dog's weight, keep them nice and trim. As they get older, they tend to do less exercise and be less active, so it's really important we adjust their diet accordingly and their treats. The second thing to know is that nutrition is super important. So there are certain ingredients in your dog's food that can help with joint disease. Things like omega-3 fatty acids, for example, have been shown to reduce inflammation in the arthritic joint. So very useful for older dogs. Other supplements like glucosamine, chondroitin and MSM can help with restoring the joint or helping protect and support a healthy joint as your dog gets older. Exercise, both the amount of exercise and the type of exercise, can also influence how your dog ages and the health of their joints as they get older. So doing sensible exercise, not a lot of strenuous off-lead or really intense exercise. Throwing a ball back and forth for a dog that's getting stiffer on their joints is not a good idea. So the key really is doing frequent, low-intensity exercise and keeping those joints mobile. It's really important that we don't hold off on exercise and then give them a really long walk once or twice a week. That can actually cause more pressure on the joints. Another thing that a lot of people overlook is actually the environment. Is the environment good for your dog if they're getting stiffer on their joints? And one of the common things is flooring. Flooring can be really slippy, especially if you've got laminate or tiles, and older dogs sometimes find it difficult to place their feet if their joints are sore. And going on a slippy floor can actually cause serious strain on the joints. So I would always recommend, if your dog does have arthritis and stiff joints, to put down non-slip matting on slippery surfaces and really help your dog out when they're getting around by creating non-slip routes around the home. The other things in the home that can cause problems for dogs would be stairs. So dogs with hip problems often find it difficult to go upstairs because it's putting all the pressure on their hips. Similarly, dogs with elbow or shoulder arthritis will find it difficult to go downstairs. So you might want to limit your dog's need to go upstairs, or definitely to be following you up and down the stairs several times a day. Your dog's bed can play an important role in keeping them comfortable as well. And having kind of a memory foam or an orthopedic mattress bed is really useful for older dogs with stiff joints or arthritis. In older dogs with mobility issues, often therapies like hydrotherapy and physiotherapy can be very useful in maintaining mobility and keeping the muscle strength up, because often muscles get weaker with arthritis or stiff joints if they're not being used, and helping your dog maintain a comfortable range of motion in all of their joints. Another thing people forget is if your dog gets in and out of the car a lot, especially jumping up and down into the boot or the back seat if you're going on walkies. It's really important in older dogs that can sometimes start to hesitate to do that because it's uncomfortable, that we give them some help. So having just a couple of steps in the boot or a little ramp to help them get in and out of the car can make all the difference. The final thing, and it's one that sometimes dog owners can be a bit scared of, is medication. Now, medication from your vet is really important at suppressing that kind of inflammation in painful joints or stiff joints. And it's probably more useful to start medications early on a low dose to keep your dog comfortable and keep them moving and keep those joints with a good range of motion than starting too late when your dog is already painful and already seized up. So don't be afraid of medications. They have come on in leaps and bounds. There's far fewer side effects, much safer medications available now than even 10 years ago. So talk to your vet team about when would be the right time to start introducing some anti-inflammatory medication and keep your dog comfortable into their older years.